Hey, Yellow Jacket fans. Thomas Poole here with head volleyball coach Matthew Cribbin. Matt, another great game by your Yellow Jackets out there on the court in the first round of the NCAA Tournament against a really tough LIU Post team who you all see earlier in the season 3-0. So this game goes into the fifth set and actually goes up beyond that fifth set in terms of the actual score. Can you tell me a little bit about the play that your team had today?
I think just the one way to characterize it was heart. Like, they just hustled for absolutely everything. It didn't matter if we went down a lot. The third set was kind of a rough one for us. We ended up coming right back and making a really respectable score. Obviously, we still took the loss in that set, but we just showed that we're not a team that's just gonna roll over and take it. We're gonna go and we're gonna fight as hard as we can, and we're going to play every point because that point matters to us, and it doesn't matter about how it affects the final score. That point really does matter to us.
So you had some really outstanding play, really Annie Boley, Mercy Rivera. I mean, lots of good players who contributed. Those are just two of them. Can you talk about really the influence that those two had and maybe some others that stood out in your eyes?
I think those two are, just such a core of our team. Obviously, being seniors, they add a lot of leadership just by the way they carry themselves. They might not always be the vocal leader, but they're a role model. They're the model of how we're supposed to play: hustling, diving, making defensive plays, making great serves, doing anything necessary. Obviously, being in serve receive for all 6 rotations, they set up the offense. They're really the roots of the program, and everything else we get from them. Diva obviously is huge with the kills. Our middles had amazing hitting percentage. They might not have had huge kill numbers, but they were effective. Every time they got the ball, they were a danger to score. Yana put up some pretty good kill numbers, and obviously Dolores just spreading that ball all around. Those are the fruits, and Mercy and Annie are usually the roots, and today Annie was the fruit too. 20 kills, 5 in the fifth set was unbelievable. But I also really felt that a major change in the game happened when CJ Almaraz jumped in the game and really gave us a jolt of energy in the back row, making some fantastic digs and kind of bringing us back to life.
So for the first time in program history, back-to-back NCAA tournament appearances, what do you think you're bringing with your team this year, experience from last year, from that deep postseason run?
Well, I think because of the experience, the moment's not too big for us. It can be very nerve-wracking walking in the gym, seeing all the NCAA signs, seeing 6 cameras, credentials, everything. It starts to get a little bit overwhelming, and they're just kind of used to it, and not to say that it's easy, because it's extremely hard to get here. But they've seen it, so it's not as big of a shock to them. And the other thing is we approach it as something we're grateful for. We get here, and instead of being very nervous, we're really excited. It's just fun. If LIU Post had to come out on top, which was very possible because they're a phenomenal team, we would have enjoyed that game almost as much because it was just a great volleyball match, and that's what we want.
So final question, coming into tonight, you were 7-3 in 5-set matches, with I believe the past 7 being wins for you guys. How has that experience early in the season against some really good opponents in 5 sets, and then also here recently in conference against those conference opponents in 5 sets, how has that prepared you, or how did that prepare you for tonight?
Well, I think our conference prepares us really well for the NCAA tournament, and I think you'll see that with the other 3 NE10 teams. They're going to be producing some really quality stuff. There's just so much competition, and so you're eventually going to get into the 5th set often because teams are evenly matched. So being there, it's kind of like being at the tournament. We get just a little bit more experience. We don't have the nerves quite as much, and we know that just a few plays here and there can make the difference. And so we look for those plays instead of kind of taking the whole scenario in. If there's a ball touched off the block, we're flying after it because we know if we get that one play, that can win a 15-point set.
Well, thank you so much, Coach. We appreciate your time, and good luck tomorrow when tomorrow when we'll play another game. Unfortunately, we don't know that opponent yet. So
yeah, we'll see. Thank you very much. Sting 'em.
thank you, fans. This has been the first day of the NCAA regional tournament. We'll come back to you guys tomorrow post game and hopefully with another AIC Yellow Jacket win.